Well, let me talk a little bit about this lychee tree that I have here. This is I believe it's a Brewster's lychee. I don't remember what the actual species was. But the biggest problem I've had with this lychee is it produced lots of fruit the first and second year. But then after that, it didn't produce for 4 years. So it pissed me off, and I chopped it down, as you can see here, to where it was just a tree trunk. And then it branched out again. And it took, I don't know, a year, maybe 2 to start actually producing flowers again. And the flowers weren't taken, but this year I've had half the tree fruit, which is, I don't even understand that. Why would half a tree fruit and not the other half? The other half didn't even throw flowers. It makes no sense at all. But anyhow, this tree is freaking pissing me off. I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to cut it because I spent a lot of time waiting for it to grow, and it's a nice shade tree, but holy hell, man. What the hell, you know? All this time invested in this damn thing, and it only produces fruit in half the side. And it would be on my neighbor's side. They're going to get to enjoy it more than me. The comedy of life, huh? Well, that's it on that one. So good luck with your lychee trees. I'm actually looking for a sweetheart lychee. And if someone out there has a sweetheart lychee and wants to get me some branches, I will graft it onto this tree and cut half the branches off of it, the side that didn't fruit. And I'll graft it onto there. Alright folks, so hit me up if you have one. Thank you. Here's my Haas avocado. And if you look, you'll see that it's loaded with fruit. I can barely see it while looking at the video because the sun's in my eyes. But I can tell you there's hundreds of avocados all over this tree. Let me get up underneath it now and look at it from underneath. You'll see some more, and I'll be able to see them because it's darker down here. There's some branches there. Let me back up. Some branches there with lots of fruit hanging everywhere. You see all the little balls that look like Christmas tree ornaments? They're just straight up avocados. I'll bring these in closer. And you can see them. Lots and lots of fruit. I don't really care for the Haas. They're not my kind of avocado. I mean, they're great in guacamole. But I don't eat that much guacamole, so not for me. I prefer the watery avocados, what we call the Cuban avocados. Those are the ones that, like this tree here, the Choquette that I mentioned already in the last video. This would be my favorite. And this tree has grown like wildfire. From one year to the next, it's literally grown massively. I said it was planted, yeah, last year in the beginning of the year. I think it's when I planted it. I believe it was. I have to check the video, see if it was in it. I think it was. Well, that's it. I just wanted to include that avocado because when I made the video, I forgot to film it. Alright, you folks have a good one. Good day again, folks. Here's another one. You may have seen this Anona tree in the past. I told you I was having problems with insects with it. They were destroying the leaves and the tips. Well, look at the tree now. Wide leaves, large leaves. All the branch tips looking good. No issues with this tree now at all. How did I accomplish this with all the bug infestation that I had that was destroying it? And I still have the little beetles that pollinate it coming back and resting on it and pollinating the fruit. Even though I hand pollinate, I prefer hand pollination. I get a more even fruit. What I did is I used a product that is a neonicotinoid, and it's a systemic pesticide, and it's harmless to humans and animals supposedly. You know, nowadays you can't tell, but it's a nicotine derivative, so you figure if nicotine's not killing you, it probably won't kill you in the little amounts that's in the plant. Very little of it's supposed to get to the fruit, but you know, it's a once a year systemic. That means it'll last all year long. You apply it in a liquid to the roots, it absorbs it. You can spray it on the leaves. You can spray it on the leaves when you see infestation, and it absorbs into the plant. A small amounts of it stays in the plant and repels insects. It makes it undesirable for insects to eat. But as you can see, it saved these trees. They were all dying. All the Anonas that I had were dying. I've even had mite infestation on the Rollinium deliciosa. But for that, you have to use a different product. I'll show you the product now. Okay, here's the product. Imidacloprid. What you pronounce it? 2F. And this is literally a let's see, it's a nicotinoid, but it doesn't say it specifically like that here. Anyhow, there's the product, and it works. And they come in many forms. You can find all kinds of neonicotinoids on the market. I don't like promoting products, but if you got to save your plant, if you're having a problem, I guess I need to help you out with that. Here you go.